The Galactic Naval Academy's lecture hall buzzed with the usual pre-class chatter, a symphony of clicks, whistles, and guttural sounds from dozens of species. Jixon sat near the back, his human frame dwarfed by the towering Krillian warriors and the multi-limbed Vexorians surrounding him. He kept his gaze forward, ignoring the pointed stares and whispered comments that had become his daily routine. "Look at the soft skin," hissed a Krillian cadet named Zorak, his mandibles clicking in amusement. No exoskeleton, no natural weapons, no enhanced sensory organs. How did his species even survive long enough to reach the stars? Several nearby cadets chittered in agreement. Anna, a Vexorian sitting 2 rows ahead, turned her crystalline head slightly. Her people were known for their cold logic and strategic brilliance, but she'd observed something about the human that intrigued her, a quiet confidence that didn't match his species' apparent frailty. Commander Thexel strode into the chamber, his massive Dravonian form causing the floor to vibrate with each step. "Attention, cadets. Today we study the meditation techniques of advanced species. Each of you will demonstrate your culture's method of mental discipline." One by one, cadets showcased their abilities. The Krillians entered battle trance states, their exoskeletons hardening visibly. The Vexorians synchronized their multiple thought streams into harmonic patterns that made the air shimmer. The Aquarians from Theta 9 displayed their bioluminescent neural networks pulsing in hypnotic sequences. When Jixon's turn came, Zorak couldn't resist. "Commander, must we really waste time on the human? His species has no natural abilities worth noting. They're barely second-tier citizens in the Galactic Federation." Laughter rippled through the chamber. Even some of the more diplomatic species struggled to hide their amusement. Commander Thexel's eyes narrowed, but before he could respond, Jixon stood. His movements were deliberate, unhurried. The mockery continued until he began rolling up his right sleeve, revealing his forearm and hand. The laughter died in waves as cadets noticed the intricate black tattoo covering his skin. It wasn't decorative art as many species used for status. This was different, precise, geometric, almost mathematical in its complexity. "This," Jixon said quietly, his voice carrying in the sudden silence, "is a mandala. My species has practiced meditation for over 3,000 years. We didn't need genetic engineering or evolutionary advantages. We learned to master our minds through pure discipline." He sat cross-legged on the floor, placing his tattooed hand palm up on his knee. As he closed his eyes and began to breathe in a controlled rhythm, something extraordinary happened. The temperature in the room dropped perceptibly. Anna's sensors registered the change immediately. Jixon's heart rate had slowed to barely 30 beats per minute, far below what should sustain human consciousness. His brain activity, visible on the Academy's monitoring systems, showed patterns that shouldn't be possible for a species without telepathic organs. But it was the tattoo that captivated everyone. The ink began to shift, or appeared to. The geometric patterns seemed to pulse and flow, creating optical illusions that drew the eye inward, deeper and deeper into spiraling fractals. Cadets found themselves unable to look away, their own thoughts quieting despite themselves. Zorak, who had been prepared to make another cutting remark, felt his combat instincts dulling. His mandibles went slack. The Vexorians, with their multiple consciousness streams, found all their thoughts converging into a single point of focus. Even Commander Thexel, a veteran of 40 campaigns, felt a strange peace settling over his usually battle-ready mind. Anna watched with fascination as her analytical processes cataloged what was happening. The human wasn't using technology or innate psychic abilities. He was achieving what advanced species required specialized organs for, using nothing but learned technique and mental discipline. The tattoo served as a focal point, a tool carved into his own flesh through pain, representing commitment to a practice that predated his species' journey to the stars. Minutes passed. The only sound was Jixon's slow, measured breathing. Then as gradually as he'd entered the state, he emerged. His eyes opened, calm and clear. The room's temperature normalized. The spell broke. The silence that followed was different from before. It wasn't mockery or dismissal, it was respect. Commander Thexel was the first to speak. "Remarkable. You achieved a depth of meditation comparable to a Vexorian mastermind, and your physiological control rivals that of a Dravonian war sage. Explain." Jixon stood, rolling his sleeve back down. "Humans had to evolve differently, Commander. We didn't have natural armor, so we created it. We didn't have claws, so we forged weapons. We didn't have telepathy, So we developed language and later technology, and when our minds were chaotic and fearful, we learned to still them through practice. He held up his tattooed hand. This mandala took 40 hours to complete. I stayed conscious through every needle strike, using the pain as a meditation exercise. My species learned long ago that our greatest strength isn't in our bodies. It's in our refusal to accept limitations. We adapt, we persist. We master ourselves first, then we master our environment. Anna rose from her seat, her crystalline features reflecting admiration. I have underestimated your species. This level of self-discipline achieved without genetic predisposition is impressive. Zorak shifted uncomfortably, his earlier arrogance evaporating. I spoke in ignorance, human. Your demonstration has given me much to consider. Jixon nodded respectfully to both. No offense taken. We're all here to learn, including me. My species has much to gain from yours as well. Commander Thexel's expression was thoughtful.
Indeed, class dismissed, except you, Cadet Jixon.
I wish to discuss incorporating human meditation techniques into our advanced training programs. If a species without natural advantages can achieve such mastery, imagine what those with innate abilities could accomplish with similar discipline. As the other cadets filed out, many cast new looks at the human, not of dismissal but of curiosity and respect. Anna lingered at the doorway watching Jixon converse with the commander. She made a mental note to partner with the human on their next assignment. Her species prized efficiency and capability above all else, and Jixon had just demonstrated both in abundance. Perhaps humanity's greatest contribution to the galaxy wouldn't be their technology or their numbers, but their stubborn refusal to be limited by what they were born with. In a universe of species gifted with natural advantages, humans had something else: the will to transcend their limitations through pure determination. And that, Anna realized, might be the most dangerous advantage of all. Andy.